Because I'm okay.
Okay. It says we're live. I'm just going to check if that's actually true.
I'm doing the same thing. Yes, we are.
Okay, cool. Great.
Mine is slow.
Awesome. That's okay. I'm okay if things are a little bit slow. I just don't want to crash my computer again like I did last night. So, Angela, please take it away.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Angela Ann, the friend of all the good YA book recs and literary lifestyle tips. I'm active here and on Instagram and TikTok, more on Instagram right now because I just have been lazy with YouTube recently. But today I'm trying to work on my young adult contemporary. I'm about 60,000 words into it, and my goal is to finish the first draft by the end of this month. So we'll see if that happens.
That's major. Am I stepping on your intro, or are you done?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Barrett Laurie. I won't take long. I'm an aspiring kidlit writer, and over on my channel, you can follow my journey to becoming traditionally published. I also host writing workshops for middle grade writers and live stream author interviews. Today, I'm editing the vlog for interviewing Lisa Phipps, who did Starfish. So we had an amazing interview, lots of tears, bring Kleenex. But editing that vlog today, that's my goal because I can't write words this early in the morning, Sarah. Sorry, the brain is done for the day. And that's it. Love you all. Thanks for having me. Oh, Zara, by the way, congratulations on 920.
Ooh.
I set a notification. It broke past 9:15. I was like, yes.
I'd seen it at 9:18 for a while, so I'm like, yes,
I know,
we're
it's that
almost there. It's gonna happen.
So, yeah.
And I saw the interview come through for Starfish, and I'm like, I need to watch this. So
I cry a little. Be prepared.
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
Yeah.
So hi everyone, I'm Holly Davis. You can find me as Write Holly Davis everywhere. I'm a YA and middle grade. I usually say fantasy writer, but I was just telling my sister about my nano project that I'll probably do, and it's like magical realism contemporary middle grade. So I'm like, okay, now I have to change my intro. So anyways, now I know what I'm doing for NaNoWriMo. I'm also the host of the Diversity is Lit book club. And today I'm going to be vlogging my experience. So my day in the life editing vlog, and I'll be editing my NaNoWriMo project from 2020, which is Project Diamond. So yeah, I have a fun day planned.
I don't think you have to change your intro if you're writing a different genre that's like related. I mean, Kelly just said she's a genre hopping writer. That's what she's going with.
I like kidlit writer. I was like, oh, that includes middle grade and young adult. Oh, I should steal that.
I stole that from Michelle Schusterman because she writes both, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that too because yes to that.
Nice. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna put the Forest Room code up while I give my quick little intro, but I believe everyone in the chat knows who I am. My name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the self-published author of 6 books, a young adult paranormal romance trilogy and a new adult sci-fi romance trilogy, but I write whatever comes to mind. And today, what am I working on? I'm working on my nano project from 2021. I actually started it in Nano like back in 2015 or something. But this new draft was started in 2021. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that. I also need to email my professor who I'm interviewing at noon today for the Writish podcast. He's the head publisher of 12 books. So I just need to see if more people emailed questions and remind him, like, here's the link, please open it in Chrome, please don't use AirPods, because the last time we had an interview we used AirPods is bad. So the more
quality or what,
I don't know what happened, but it didn't record the top half of like someone speaking audio. So what it sounds like is like a really bad phone call. Like you can understand the words, but there's not, I don't need to get into sound waves and stuff like that. But basically it wasn't a corrupted file, but it kind of acts like one. So worth it. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to put that comment up. I do see everyone else here. And then
Oh, thank you. I also have a Pusheen, an octopus that like flips the happy sad, and Gizmo, the gremlin.
Oh,
And then Kylie.
the octopus, is it from Tea Turtle?
Yes, yeah. I won it at was it Main Event, one of like the games that you play. So
Yeah.
spent quite a bit of money for that.
Love that, Richard. Thank
No,
you.
actually, my sister won like the first time, and then I was like, I want one. So then it took forever. It was like, of course, they're like, let's reel them in and have them win something right away, and then take forever to get the next one. That's what happened.
Psychology.
I kind of love that.
Okay, we are going to start the sprint once I share the timer. I had it all queued up, but I was like, it's the last thing I can get a chance to do. Okay, I will be putting up my co-host links up on screen during each sprint. So if I forget at any point, someone can comment in the chat and be like, banner, because sometimes I forget. So in 3, 2, 1, happy productivity, everyone.
Oh, Sarah, you're not unmuted. There you go.
Sorry, I was talking to my mom.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
How did everyone do?
Good, I guess. I got more coffee and then I got distracted by email. But next time I will write.
Ooh.
Filmed some stuff, made coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw you talking.
I know Richard texted me and was like, you should turn off your camera. I was like, yes, good idea, friend. Thank you.
Why? No, I liked it.
That's fine.
Well, I just forgot about, you never know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, are you touching your face or like, in between? I was like, that would be me to be like picking my ear or something. You don't need to.
People are going to be looking back.
Right.
Oh, I also got coffee.
Yes.
Yes, and I checked my email first off, and but then I edited 348 words, and I'm almost done with this chapter. So this is good. Yes.
That's so exciting.
I did no writing. I got breakfast, and by breakfast I mean dinner leftovers that my mom made. And I set up my time-lapse camera because I didn't vlog at all yesterday. So I'll just put in my weekly vlog where it's like, no footage from today. However, and then just like have a lot of footage from today.
I'm loving your haircut. I'm just going to mention it one more time.
Thank you.
Yes, nice. I was thinking of chopping mine off, like just doing something new, but I'm like, it keeps me warm in the winter, so I'm struggling.
We're just getting rid of the layers that the last guy gave me because I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually true. Richard did not say turn it. That's for fairness and factual sake. He did not say turn it off. He did say adjust. They can see me adjusting the ring light. I took it as a turn it off fool.
Rude. Also, I just realized I had Barrett's URL up during that instead of Angela's. My bad. I'm swapping the URLs for the trees that are being planted. But yeah, we'll find. It'll work out. It'll even out. 6 Delta 4 Romeo 6 Echo Foxtrot Sierra Golf. Oh, and also I was like singing along to music so that I could wake up without caffeine.
Are you doing like a caffeine-free period right now that I'm unaware of?
No, I just didn't bring my caffeine mix with me, and my mom is running out to grab bagels because our family friend is coming over, so I can't ask her to brew me tea like I normally do. Okay. I have 3/4 of the Brit pack here. Please remind me who the fourth person is, because I have Martin, Richard, and Colin in the chat.
Adam Stevenson.
Adam. Okay. Have I?
He's been in his stream. He's been in streams. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, so he's a blogger that YouTube's on Colin's channel, and they just kind of adopted him as the fourth member of the Brit pack.
Right, but I don't know if I've ever seen him in comments.
Well, comments is the best place to understand him because he's help me, gentlemen. Is he Irish or Scottish? But it's a very thick accent. So it's comments is where you want to run into Adam.
What's the Brick Pack?
So they're all from the UK. So they dubbed themselves the Brit Pack, kind of like the Rat Pack.
Oh, Brit. I thought it was Brick. I was like,
sorry. Maybe I'm not enunciating this
right. Yeah, well, that would be, no, Brit. So yeah, they're Glasgow. Thank you, Scottish. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Cool.
I was like, where is it? But yes, it's a very thick accent, and he'll always say like, is it me or Gerard Butler? Because they do sound oddly alike. So.
I'd probably hear the difference, but I'm just weird.
Yes, you probably would.
My hearing is freakishly good. What he's really doing is singing show tunes. I sang "Wait for It" because that was one of the things that came up on my shuffle. I always put my super long playlist on shuffle that I had made when my mom. Riley's in here, which means my mom finally left. My mom was driving like 6 hours upstate to visit our cousins for 4th of July in 2021. And so she's like, you can't drive, which is true. But I need you to be awake to be my navigator. And I was like,
no.
So I was like, here's all music I know that I like, which means I know that you'll like. She likes all the music I like, because she's the one who like introduced me to music. So my taste is similar to hers. And I was like, but putting it on shuffle, that way I can't anticipate and like fall asleep. Like no matter what, the song will be a surprise. So I still do that. People talking about a sandwich and a cat, and I'm very confused.
No, I saw that too. Devin was like, if you eat the cat, and I'm like, that's funny. Like that should be a prompt.
Instead of save the cat, you eat the cat.
You know, so the cat ate half of Richard's sandwich, and he was like, I missed my sandwich. And Devin's like, well, if you eat the cat, then you'd get the second part of your sandwich. And I was like,
I think you'd be too full on cat to be able to appreciate that you'd gotten the second part of your sandwich. Also, we'd all be calling the cops to have you locked up.
Yeah.
So I hope that sandwich was worth it.
It had cucumbers on it. So
Regina started a new outline during my VIP club tier live stream yesterday morning, and then by Nia's Author Tubers React at 5 p.m. yesterday, she had 1,500 words in it. So I also made a mock cover for her in like 5 minutes, which Crow was like, did you do that in 2? And I was like, I'm not that good.
Nice.
That will never be a service, by the way. I'm not a good enough graphic designer to be comfortable being like, yes, you can use this like for your final thing. But I'm happy to make covers for like inspiration.
It's bad that I like joined like Keelan's like book cover Facebook group and like,
oh my god, I see that,
because I'm like I just want to buy all these and just be like, well, I could come up with a story for this and maybe make it like a freebie and have a cool cover, even though I'm going to be traditionally published. I was like, why do I want all these covers? This is bad.
Ooh, Adam's starting a channel soon.
Oh, yay, that's good. And I just saw they're doing a Britpack episode on Collins on February 4th. So if you guys want to watch them, they just do where they write flash fiction. So they assign each other genres, give each other a prompt, and then they give them an amount of time to write it, and then they critique each other. So it's a lot of fun because they are harder on each other than they are on their guests. So it's fun to watch them.
So for those of you who haven't watched Try Guys Bake Bagels or Make Bagels Without a Recipe, Zach, who's from New York, and I actually saw their like Legends of the Internet tour like on his birthday. I didn't realize that they were doing their show at the Beacon Theater on his birthday back when that was, happening. But anyway, he was like, oh, I had my sister like mail me water from New York because that's obviously the best thing. And then he messed up like almost every other part of the recipe. So they're like, so the conclusion is that New York water is not better. And I'm like, false. That's not the conclusion you draw from this.
Can you drop a link to the...
Yes, I will drop a link to that Brickpack.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking on Brickpack, I was thinking like business school. So like Brazil, the countries that trade together. And I was like, no, that's definitely not it.
I also love having covers ahead of time. I've shown Kelly, because I show Kelly everything. That sounded weird. I tell Kelly all about my like writing plans like years out before they happen. So she's seen all the pre-made covers that like I've bought that like are motivation, where it's like I have to write the book because I spent money on it already. And then from Keelan, I got like starry-eyed about these 2 covers, and one's The Curse of the Twin Suns and the other is To Shoot the Moon. And I kept those titles because I was like, ooh, Apollo and Artemis. I'm going to write like a high fantasy of those.
Yes, I remember that duo. That was beautiful.
Okay, I'm not saying that there aren't other places that have cleaner water. But as someone who lived in Massachusetts and had to drink the tap water there is something that tastes better about New York water than Massachusetts water. And I can't say anything about water in China because my mom was like, we're only drinking bottled water here when we visited when I was a kid.
I messed up their shows Colin's comment too. Yeah, it'll help. So Flash Aha is January 28th. I got confused because Martin was talking about it, and he's Flash Aha, but he's part of BritPack. It's a whole thing. So Colin's show is the Rightish, and it comes back, I think, February 4th. But yeah, so I confused.
The Rightish.
The Rightish pod, or not the Rightish. What is it?
That's me and Kelly.
No, it's the Rightist Files. The Rightist Files. IST.
No, I think it's Right-ish Files.
Is it Rightish or Rightist, Colin?
Okay, well, I've always been hearing him say Right-ish.
Oh, it might
Files.
be. It might be. I honestly, at this point, I've messed up so much of their intro to stop talking about their show altogether. They are.
You know what? If anyone in the BritPack who is here wants to make a graphic and then wants to DM me on Instagram.
Rightist.
Oh, you're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't find it because I kept looking for. Okay.
We have Saber the Cat, BritPack.
Look,
Yeah,
as long as we don't get into.
I don't know what shows they have. They're going to be amazing. Go watch them.
Look, as long as we don't get into your grocer again, Barrett.
We won't. Although he did post 4 new photos today that were steamy.
Oh, God. That's not me sighing and wanting to see it. I understand that could have been misconstrued. That's like a oh God.
Letting you
and
know.
Like me sighing like oh God. Kelly did our logo for the Rightish podcast. By the way, I found out that I have a lot more emote slots on Twitch, so I updated those last night. Martin wants to send me a message. Do I really have requests turned on for Instagram? I thought anyone could just mess. Hey, we'll start the next sprint soon, I promise.
I'm loving the word counts, though. You guys killed it. I saw Morgan got over 800. Somebody else got 900. Like, crushing it. Way to go, everybody.
It says image is blurred to protect you.
That's always
the logo of the London Tube, but I'm pretty sure Instagram thinks it's something else.
Like, do not proceed.
Okay, hold on right now. I wanted to share.
Oh, I like it.
Ooh, cool.
I like the texture of the leather.
Yeah.
Nice.
I will say it gave me Captain America, but that's probably just because of like my nerdiness, and that's all I saw in the shield. But I love it.
I thought the center of his was blue and the red was on the outside. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, you are right. It's backwards, and there's stars.
Well, yeah. I mean, stars and stripes.
I love it. I say it's good, BritPack. It reminds me of the. Isn't that what the trains look like? The
London Underground.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not doing a character assassination. What are you talking about? I said I liked it.
Oh, he's just kidding.
Here's the thing. I love British humor. It only works for me if I can hear it.
Exactly.
Like when it's written, I'm like, also no. I like when people promote their stuff. I promote people's like Ko-fi pages if people just let me know. Although I do have a whole directory on my website, so that's normally faster at this point than me naming the over 30 people that I've listed on there.
They're wonderful. Go subscribe.
Sorry, Holly. Your face keeps getting obscured.
Oh, it's totally fine. I don't mind at all.
No, I normally change that, but then sometimes it messes up the order. I don't know. Anyway, people are in the room, so let me share the timer again because I had to stop sharing it to share the other thing. Also, if people could keep Hayley Haggerty in mind because she was supposed to be on here and she got food poisoning last night and isn't feeling great. So
good
send her our love. And I'm putting her Ko-fi link in the chat. She's also in the description and her username's the same everywhere. But yeah. Share screen, Chrome tab, timer, and I don't know why it's recommending all my own videos to me. I'm not that conceited. Yeah, I really don't know why. But if you haven't watched my Why Ko-fi is King video, I recommend that. Also, the Daily Grind, while a very boring vlog in my opinion, has probably the most Riley footage in it compared to all my recent vlogs. And the last one that had a lot was literally called the Puppy Vlog, and you can search that on my channel.
Aw.
So yeah. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, whether that's food, writing, outlining, something else. that was the end of our second sprint. I forgot to have your banner up, Angela. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm hearing an echo.
Uh-oh.
Is it me? Am I the drama?
No, you were muted. Okay, now it's gone. We're good.
Huh, that was weird.
Who knows? Who cares? It's fixed. How did everyone else do?
I did pretty good. I wrote about 500 words, finished a chapter, but I wrote I'm really, really bad at romance scenes, and there was a kiss in this. So I just know I'm gonna have to go back through and revise it because it's not good.
Just channel Sarah Sutton.
Yes.
I'd say channel me, but that sounds really conceited, and also I don't know what level of it is, and mine's higher than Sarah Sutton. At minimum.
That is great. That's great.
That's me. Sorry. Good morning. That's how this day is going. Let's see. I did email, and my brain isn't on yet. So as soon as it turns on, I'm going to do some other things. It's just we're not there yet. 9's still early.
Yeah, it is early. I'm trying to figure out because I edited I was writing some words and then deleting some parts of the chapter that I wasn't going to keep. And so I'm like, well, how many words did I edit? And so then I can't find where I left off. And so I don't really know exactly how. Anyways, I was trying to figure that out, but I did finish the chapter. So I probably edited about 626 words. But that was good. So I can move on. Yes.
Yeah.
I did no novel writing. Instead, I emailed the person we're interviewing today, and then I emailed the 2 non-author tubers that we interviewed for season 2 to be like, this is going to be your episode link when it goes live. If they're not live yet, this is when it is going to go live for you. Here's a graphic you can share. Here's a 5-ish minute audiogram that you can share. Here's the podcast social media if you want to tag us in anything. And that just took a lot longer than I thought it would, but I was being thorough. I also had to design the graphic to make sure that it was perfect. So
can I ask, do you not find that you have to kind of describe, walk folks through that who aren't AuthorTube social media people? You have more explanation of this is your social media for Facebook. This is your one for. There's just more that goes into those emails.
I mean, actually, they're all pretty good, but I was just I want to lay it all out because I don't want there to be any miscommunication, where they share it to their audience without being it's not live yet, or know what day to share it and at what time. Because I don't want them to share something and then have their audience be mad and then be like, oh, well, I didn't know. And it's no. If you don't know, it's because you skimmed the email.
Yeah. And anybody who works with me, you get way more information than you ever wanted on everything we're going to do.
But anyway, Kelly, the podcast accounts, and I all have different themed graphics that we share for each episode announcement. So I was like, okay, I should do a different one for the co-host. And we had nixed one of the designs just because a while ago. And I was like, you know what, this would be perfect. It's clear. But one of the things that it involved was, and I didn't have to do it, but I liked it, was the template had a play thing, but it had the times too. So I had to open them in my iTunes and be like, how long is this? And where does it look like this image part? I could have moved the circle to look like it was at the beginning, but I was like, no, I kind of like that it looks like it's already in the middle of being played. So I just had to do some detail stuff that I don't have to do for Kelly's and mine has the episode description. Kelly's has the title, and then the podcast one, I don't know, why can't I find what the podcast one looks like? But yeah, so I'm constantly updating graphics. Kelly designed all of them, and then I'm the one who does the details and things like that. So the podcast one also just has the title, but it looks different than Kelly's. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in chat, but it looks fun.
They're giving examples of their passion romance.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a little bit scarred.
I'm just like, all I saw was Regina's, and I was like, well, that's a nice little note. And then I got to Collins, and I was like, ooh, spicy.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's always fun. I love those name generators.
I want to let people know who've been coming in. I do see you all. I'm just trying to get like all 4 sprints.
Oh, Eva too. Eva's here. Hi, Eva.
Yeah, and Chandra. It's just I have a hard, like I'm recording at noon, so like I can't run over.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes do. What's the next trick?
Holly, there's a man in your house.
Yes, it's my husband. Yes.
At least it's not like Chandra. We're like, oh, who's the mystery guy?
I know. Where everybody in chat's like, Chandra.
Oh, I haven't seen.
And then she realized, and then she turned off her camera, and we're like, God damn it! No one should have told her.
Right, and then I'm like, oh man.
That was like not my last. It was the Put a Finger Down Writer edition. Instagram reel that I posted, like Chris walks in like right at the end and he's like, oh shoot, and I was like, you just made it into this reel, I'm not redoing this.
Oh yeah, no, that's perfect.
So if you want to see him with a little cameo.
I don't remember which vlog of Madeline Monaghan's it was, but there's one where she's like filming in the garage and then her husband walks in and is like, oh, let me fix this, and like moves the camera completely off of her and onto his guitar collection. Oh. And I was just like, oh my god.
No. Oh wow.
Because Logan will be in some of Kelly's vlogs. Kelly's taking a YouTube hiatus, by the way. Like she's mainly just making appearances on my live streams. And I actually, those are all on Twitch anyway. She does the Friday morning ones, not my Sunday morning ones anymore. But he'll be in it sometimes. So like, I just get this, like, I don't know, extra dose of dopamine when I see someone's life partner like on screen. There's no reason for it, but I'm just like, oh.
I mean, Ricky.
Wait, it was her gardener, or is that like a euphemism?
No, that's what we called him. We just started calling him her gardener, and then Eva and I think that was when we said we're going to start writing fanfic, like office fanfic, and it was around. Yes. Is it
the pool boy?
Chandra. Yes, with like the pool boy gardener. We were like, oh, Chandra. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Hoeing it up.
You do realize I have replay for chat turned on.
Save that for the romance, Eva.
That's great. Gardener.
She is.
So that's what you call them now.
I was when we were interviewing Jesse Elliott, we were talking about, some scenes, and she was like, oh yeah, my character's like something extracurriculars, and I was like, is that what they're calling it now?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, if you need any scene, any smexy scene inspiration, just Jesse Elliott has you covered.
Oh my god. There was one in, I think it's the 4th Charlie Travesty. And like, if you have the hardcover, they're like the 4 of them are all combined. Like they're combined. And unfortunately that's going to be it because they're discontinuing the series. But there was one in there and I was reading, I was like, no way. Like even Jesse, I was like, no way. And I reached the end and I was like, oh, but still. And I was like, I live text Jessie when I read her stories. So she's like, oh my God, you're moving so fast. I was like, that's not the point. I need answers.
I know exactly which scene you're talking about.
Yeah. And so I was texting her. I was like, no way that they would be okay with this, these characters. I'm like, there's no. And then I reached in and I was like, oh, okay.
If only. Oh my gosh.
But then also it's coming out in fall of this year, she said. She's rewriting The Devil's Waltz to be new adult. But when I had met her back in 2014, it was young adult, and 2020, 2021, I don't remember. It was probably 2020, let's be honest. She had sent out another version for like beta readers. I don't think critique partner or anything. Richard, I'm not even putting that one up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, be careful. No, it's not him. I mean, listen, the 5 above that, you just want to leave.
Yeah. But anyway, there was a part where she was like, "Oh yeah, they meet," and then like the next chapter is like, after a few months of dating. I was like, whoa. No. I was like, this is a romance. You don't skip the romance. I was like, you know better. You've written an entire series.
Yeah, after a couple months.
I was like, you don't skip that. Okay, Natalie, no.
Natalie Locke, you are killing me. I'm here for it. Oh goodness, naughty naughties. Okay, you all are on it. Okay, we gotta change the convo here.
Okay, so this is her Ko-fi page. She has a site. She has a page on the other one that I never promote. So if you know me, you know what I'm talking about without me saying that platform.
Can I ask this? Is she the one who like YouTube did the weird thing and like set her to kids or something? Am I thinking of the right person, or do I have the wrong person?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't think that was her.
Okay, there's someone author Elliot or something that comes into my streams and stuff. That's a writer and writes for kids, but like YouTube just did this.
Oh no, she does not write for kids.
Okay, then different.
She writes new adult and adults, and then her last one under her name was a young adult. And she's writing really, really smexy stuff under a pen name.
Yeah. Okay, because the person I was thinking of like just did a video like this week about like sex in YA, which was a conversation we had a lot of talking about in a chat of her. I had some opinions, and so anyway, she did a video about it. So I was the same person. I was gonna say go watch her video because it's really good. This is for me. Her okay.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
Kelly's taking our private chat into public chat with Chandra.
Okay. That's it. It was Cat Leo. You're right, Devin. You're right. By the way, would someone wish I'm 12 or like miss guess my age to 12? Because I would take that.
People think that I'm so much younger, and when I have longer hair, people really think I'm young. So I was getting my hair cut, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to grow it out, but like I know that when I have my longer hair, people think I'm young. She's like, people think you're young. How old are you? And I'm like 24, turning 25 this year. And she's like, no way. And I was like, yeah. It was my first time seeing this person. For context, it's not that she forgot my age.
It's always a good problem to have.
No, you're right. I was kidding. I'm really only 12 or 16. That's such a weird thing. Like, no, you're kidding. No, really, I'm not.
Rude.
I know. Morgan has talked about that.
Angela, I could see people thinking you're like younger than you are. Does that happen to you?
Really?
How young would you
I feel like it.
How young would you put me at? I'm curious.
Late 20s.
What? I was thinking like 18.
Oh, I was just like 27, 28. What's your age? How old are you? I'm terrible at ages.
23.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's why I shouldn't guess ages.
I don't guess people's ages because everyone in my family, like, they're permanently just locked into my brain at a certain age. And it's like, I count because I have their actual birth dates in my phone, I'll know like how old some people are turning. I'm like, oh, but like to me, I'm like, whatever, you're in this decade. and you still act super healthy and like not as curmudgeon-y as you could at this age. So like, I don't really care how old you are.
I turned 40 this year. I can't wait. I'm ready.
You do?
I turned 40 in September.
No way.
Yeah, I'm ready. I can't wait.
Wow.
It's like when you hit 40,
like late 20s.
You get that fun. Oh, please. No, that's just lighting and duct tape. Is this your all's ideas for the new show? Are all these things she's putting up?
Yeah,
like-
we're trying to come up with the name for the monthly witchy stream that was requested after Kelly's during the winter writer retreat.
The witch's
Loving it,
cradle.
loving it. That's a great word.
That's part of your author brand.
Roll with this.
Kidlit Rider.
Had you asked me,
Curmudgeon.
Angela, I would have been like teens.
Yeah.
You never ask men know someone's age. Just in general, it's never a good idea because we're going to be like, well, I assume you're trying to get me young. So I'm going to go, you're 67. You know what I mean? Like it could have gone really bad.
References to
I
drinking.
knew she had to be old enough to have a job, though. I mean, it had to be older than 21, right?
You can have a job when you're like
Yeah.
16, depending on where you live.
Like grown up. You know what I mean? Like a grown up job. Like not like.
So 18,
Okay, I guess.
legal adult.
Yes.
Literally everyone looks the same age to me who are in like their 20s and 30s. I'm like, either you're young and you don't have kids, or you're young and you have kids, and that's like the only way I noticed.
Oh, and then there's Nia, who
Yeah.
is older than we all think, has kids who are like around our age,
No.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, no way.
What? No.
And someone was like, what's your like your secret to good skin? And she's like, I just drink a ton of water.
Water.
And we're all
Yeah,
like,
she's like, just water. And I'm sitting here like,
she's like,
Oh.
and then there was so Chandra was with me and Barrett and Charlie on Nia's stream last night. I promise we're gonna get to the next bit soon. And whenever Chandra's on a stream, she like always has to, her cat jumps up on her lap and she has to move him off. So Barrett was like, we should make it a drinking game. And people are like, no, we die. And I was like, unless we made it water, by the end of which we'd all look like Nia.
true. It's all about hydration, people.
Or what did Betty say? Like, kept her going. What was it? Like, no veggie.
He
or
said
veg-
he avoided anything green.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And then I saw, I don't remember which morning news show it was, but like I looked up Dick Van Dyke on YouTube or something, and he had like this workout thing, like workout routine, and I was like, that is more than I do. Good on you, sir.
No.
Yeah.
Because he did his own dancing in Mary Poppins Returns, which, by the way, it was like fun, but it was also like really stupid. So if you haven't seen it, I don't think you're missing out on anything.
Okay.
But it was really funny because he had played the really old bank person in the original, like with a bunch of makeup, but now he looked like that, and he's playing the like son of that person who at that point has gotten super old because the kids, and I'm blanking on their names, are like grown up, and that's the whole point of the movie. So it's like,
Got it.
yeah. And they gave him two options for the dance because they're like, here's a modified one and here's like the all out one. And obviously he picked the all out one. He's dancing on a desk. It's in the trailer, so like I'm not spoiling it or whatever. And everyone was like so nervous he was gonna fall, and he was like, "Fish, please." He didn't say those words, but like that was basically his attitude.
Yes.
Okay.
I hope someone gifts the moment where you were doing self-defense last night and I grabbed my Cabbage Patch and demonstrated a headlock. Like
Yeah,
that.
Was that on the Twitch part though? So
can't even
people will have to
remember.
wait a few weeks to see
Yeah.
it until Nia uploads it on her YouTube channel.
But like that's the kind of stream we were doing last night. Like it was one of those where it was like, oh,
That sounds great.
we'll demonstrate self-defense on my Cabbage Patch.
If you're not aging, you're dead.
Oh, that's true. Who said that? Oh, Eva?
Yeah. People say like, don't get old, and it's like,
Yeah, it's a
I'll
little-
try.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you've noticed, but that's kind of the human condition.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why I compulsively hit Command S.
For what? What are we talking about?
Charlie, I feel like I'm going crazy.
Oh.
I am trying to make edits that I swear I already changed.
Oh.
I know. Okay. I'm putting the banner up now. And in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. How did people do? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out my whole the whole word count thing because I don't know why. I think I was like, I didn't win NaNoWriMo, so I just deleted my project. So I don't know the word count that I left off on. And I'm going back to my nano vlog and it's I was a little over 27,000. And I'm like, well, I want the exact number. So I tried to go back and figure things out just so I could have an accurate word count. So anyways, I think I figured that out. It was a whole process.
Sorry, hon, wait. I don't know why that started playing somewhere else.
Holly, that scared me for a sec when you said I deleted my entire project. I thought
I freaked out too. And I was from the nano side. I've done that before. And then
from the site. Yeah. Don't worry.
Are you in Scrivener?
No, I have Word, but I'm a save freak. So
do you have a version of the draft saved from
everywhere? I save the chat, the edited chapter I'm still working on at the end of each session. I'll email it to myself along with the full document or even beta feedback. I may have changed stuff in that document. So I'm a save freak because I never want things to go
But you have a version that you can go back to and then just.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I searched in my email and was okay, this was my last save from Nano, so this was the word count I left off. So I had to figure all that out. But it was I was why did I delete the project? I don't know why I did that.
Yeah. We're talking about deleting the project from the website.
Sorry.
Where it shows oh, you didn't win Nano. We're not talking about deleting a Nano project.
Don't worry. Yeah. But yeah, and so then I started on chapter 12 and edited about 110 words. So I did something, but had to scour through that first.
Yeah. I wrote a little bit, but then I was sad because there's a lot of snow. I don't know if anyone else is this way. I love snow in theory, but then looking out my window and being I can't go anywhere and it's gonna keep snowing. I'm
same. I don't even like it in theory. I'm I want to get out of here, so I don't have to do it anymore. I don't even like the theory of it. Take it away. I opened the draft. I'm writing now. My brain is on. So I only got 40 some words. It's not impressive because I spent time talking to Ricky and getting him out the door. But there's things happening. So I'm oh, this thing is turning on. Look at that. It is happening.
I'm seeing everyone's progress in the chat. Awesome job, everyone. I got 142 words. And then I don't know how many words I got in Instagram chat with the witchy live stream thing because we're still trying to find out a name. And then we're talking about foxes, which are considered a witch animal. And then I was oh, there's Gumiho from Korean culture, and then there's the Kitsune from Japanese, but then there's a different name for Chinese, which is really embarrassing because I'm Chinese and that's the one that I forget the name of. Huli Jing is the fox spirit, but then the nine-tailed fox is Juwehu, which is different, but a subset. So all that talking, I was oh, now I want to write a book. And they're Wicked Fox. I'm Korean, not Chinese. I was locked and loaded. I know the difference. But yeah, people have been doing well. And
Carrie's cracks me up. Hand wrote words, too much math involved to calculate.
Yeah. If I was crazy enough to handwrite, I would also be I wrote a few pages, or be I wrote more of this scene. I don't know how much more I need.
Hand cramps? If it's too much.
Yeah, I get hand cramps even when I have to do the stupid. When I had to do the stupid blue book English exams, and I'm what is the point of timing us on this? And then those essays would be after quizzes where it's what year was this published? I'm does it really matter? As long as we know that it's before this really big historical event or was influenced by this really big historical event doesn't matter.
Right. Kyrie's coming out. Hi, Kyrie.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah.
You're the star.
I thought you might hear her snoring earlier because I remember that happened one time when I was
I
streaming.
remember that too.
What
no,
is that?
I haven't
That's her
heard
snoring. Don't scratch, Kyrie. She's got stitches because she had a small little tumor removed from her chest. So no,
baby.
don't do that.
Angela, your whiteboard is getting some love.
Yes, I saw that. I was trying to respond in the comments, but I love whiteboards.
I haven't gotten on that train, but I know people love them. I cork board, so it's similar, but like I stick stuff to the board.
Yeah, I like whiteboards because it feels impermanent, so it's easy to like write things down and not feel stressed about like now I have to do this.
Yeah.
So.
Do you like magnet stuff to it, like little notes or things, or do you keep like little notes separate?
I don't know if you can see. I have technically magnets on the board, but there's nothing on them. They're just like sitting there.
You can make like
I forgot. I did this maybe it was in 2020, so I haven't done it in a while. But like I would do the
there was a piece of
Kanban board with like Post-its on the wall.
I know there was still another piece.
Oh.
I've never done a Kanban board. I've watched the videos, but I've never gotten into it. I need my mom to bring me stuff. Like
I had to get my own breakfast today, but yeah.
The audacity of it all.
I know she was going out and getting Jewish Sunday breakfast, which is bagels and lox and all these things. Everyone says hi, Mom.
Mr. Vlandis made waffles, and this morning I woke up and I'm like, I'm craving eggs, but I don't have eggs, and it snowed a decent amount outside, and I don't want to leave the house. So I'm like, maybe I could get some eggs delivered.
I had a Kanban board in not this bullet journal, in one of my previous ones, but those are all at my apartment. So, but because I was using sticky notes the way that Plant-Based Bride does. And the thing was, I was just like, I'm just not using it. Whereas when I set up Kanban boards in Notion, I use those.
Notion's the best. I'm a huge Notion fan.
I need to get on the Notion train.
I know. I've heard good things.
Yes.
Yeah, bagels and lox is my plan when we get finished.
Oh.
As a matter of yes, there it is. Yeah.
I mean, I won't be there next Sunday. I won't be here next Sunday. I'll be at my place. That's okay.
Not with Notion, yeah.
Did I remember to put in the description that there's a giveaway for a Scrivener code? No, I did not.
Now's a good time to mention it.
Yeah, since we're talking about software that some people are like, I just can't. I am going to be coming out with a Scrivener tutorial once I figure out how to. Actually, no, I did figure it out. I forgot. How to record my screen and my voice at the same time, because the way to do it, like that's automatic through Mac, doesn't do that. So Becca C. Smith finally told me about a software that I can use, and the free version seems like it will work well enough. And then for Scrivener, gonna come out with a video tutorial, gonna make a guide for my Ko-fi shop. And I have a pre-order of stickers that like are removable vinyl that you can put on your laptop. Ooh. With all the keyboard shortcuts. There's a Mac version and a PC version. And you all can't see it because I'm obviously streaming through my laptop, but I actually have the InDesign shortcuts on my computer and the Premiere Pro shortcuts on my computer. So yes. I use those the most just because I almost did Audition instead of Premiere Pro, but I was like, I know Audition well enough. And technically I know InDesign well enough, but I didn't want to have one sticker on my computer. Like I wanted it to be even.
I just put in the private chat because I think it was Mr. Vlandis asking about Notion, and Brittany Wang just did like a tutorial and had like a free like template for Notion. So
That's cool. Thank you. I just opened it.
Share that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to make people on AuthorTube have made tutorials about it. And while I know how to use it, I've used templates from other people that I bought, so I don't feel comfortable. I don't know. Like, I mean, I would link them and whatever, but it's not like I created the stuff from, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway.
I wasn't saying either. I'm like, where are we going with this? Okay. I was like, so the 50% off, when does that end, Sarah? The code thing for Scrivener?
It ends at the end of the 30th, which is like really annoying, but Rafflecopter was like, you can't change the time because I no longer pay for Rafflecopter. I haven't paid for it in years. So winners will be announced on the 31st. Cool. You have until next Nano to use the code. Cool. And like, I'll tell the winners, like, this is how long you have. Maybe please use my affiliate link for Scrivener. You know, so if you're thinking like, oh, I don't know it, I need to learn it, I don't want to enter it, this is still like a good thing for you to enter.
Cool.
I haven't done Scrivener yet. I'm still Word. I still live in Word.
Barrett.
Yeah, same. I've always wanted to try, but I'm like,
me too.
I know there's that steep learning curve, so I'm like,
everyone talks about it. It's really not that steep. If you're on YouTube and you can like understand the different menus, I promise it's not that complicated. Everyone just says that, and I'm like, you're scaring people.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It is. And it's because I've learned my own little word system for organizing scenes and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I have my own madness. If someone opened it, they'd go, what in the hell is this? But to me, it works well.
Right, but the nice thing about Scrivener is that if your madness ever changes or you're like, oh shit, like this needs to move, it's so much easier. So it's not that you have to change your system to match Scrivener. It's that Scrivener offers you more capabilities if you ever decide to use them.
So it's not a tool of the devil. I'll try it.
It's a tool of the angels, if you believe in that, which I don't. So I don't know why I'm saying it, but you know, whatever.
Whatever angel you believe in.
Right. That's the one it is.
This, exactly. So my guide, kind of like with Kofi, like it's going to be like, here's the basics and here's the potential.
Got it.
Do with it what you will.
Okay.
I like that. Makes sense.
All right. I'll try it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All good feedback.
Because I told Doll was like, oh, I can't do Scrivener because they don't have a dark mode. And I was like, you can make it look like whatever you want. And she was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, that's going to be one of the things I cover.
Cool.
So for all these things.
I'm pretty sure Robert's got Scrivener on that computer he's sending her. So I'm sure she's getting it. For me, okay. Cool.
F off bots. I've blocked 3 during the so far. Yeah. Well, V3 is the Windows version, and there is a version for Mac, but I don't. Actually, I let the there's a setting where it's like match system preferences or whatever. So like my computer inverts colors when it's nighttime or whatever. Automatically, like I let it go into night mode, so it does do that. But there are ways that you can change what it looks like the entire time. Like a white background is too harsh on my eyes, so my background in Scrivener is actually gray. And then there are all these cool things that you can do. Yes.
Cool.
Holly, a quick question.
Yes.
What is your next Diversity Book Club book?
Oh, that is, what did we just, we picked Amanda Gorman's Call Us What We Carry. So it's our first poetry book.
Have you read it?
I haven't, but I did get it for Christmas, so I am excited.
It's amazing. I will be there. So when is the episode?
Cool. So, well, that's going to be, that's our read for February. So we'll discuss that in March. And our talk next Saturday is going to be for Skin of the Sea.
I haven't read that one. Okay, so who wrote Skin of the Sea?
Oh my gosh, I'm blanking.
Oh, sorry, never mind.
on her name.
Asking
No,
questions.
you're fine.
I'll
It's
Google it.
shoot, I'm like totally blanking on her name. Wow, this is really bad. Natasha Bowen.
Natasha Bowen. I'm just shouting this out because for any of my people that are here that haven't seen this show, what I love about it is you have a panel of about 4 people every time I've been, and you discuss a book that's written by some marginalized author, right?
Yes.
And it's not like a little surface discussion, right? They go into really deep discussions, and you'll really enjoy her co-hosts.
Oh, thank
yes,
you so
put
much.
that out for any of my people.
Thank you.
Yes.
Word's dark mode keeps messing up for me. Like it'll go dark and then it'll turn some of the font. It'll keep some of the font black, or when I switch it, or when it turns back to day, it keeps some of the font as white. So I always have to quit and reopen it. So Victoria Avyard, she made a TikTok about like she uses Scrivener to draft and stuff, but she has to use Word because that's the industry standard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so frustrating. Hey friends, you can do track changes and comments, and because she was saying that like, oh, they do, they still use Word because with revisions it's easy. I'm like, you color code your revisions in Scrivener. That's like one of my favorite features.
Wow. Oh wow.
You just say which you enter revision mode, you say which revision it is, it automatically gives you a color. You can do snapshots, so you can like basically save a copy of the file you're working on in that version without having to resave the entire document. You can roll back to anything like with Google Docs where it's like restore this version, I think is what they say.
Mm-hmm.
There are just so many good features.
Cool.
Okay, you really sold it. I mean, Vince.
I'm not sponsored, but I do have an affiliate link down at the bottom of all my descriptions, including live streams. And then this giveaway gives you a 50% off code. There are 7 of us who are giving away our Nano winner codes.
Cool.
All you have to do is follow us on social media.
Truth.
I'm gonna go do that then.
I like
I'm with Natalie. I use the dark mode in almost all of them.
I didn't even know that there was a dark mode for.
Keeps my headaches at bay. I'm telling you, if I'm looking at screens that are white all day, I will end up with a headache like you can't imagine by midnight.
Yeah. Although my contacts block blue light, so I have been doing better.
These glasses do too, so it's same.
Yeah,
same.
but these are the only contacts that block blue light.
I know. I don't think since I'm nearly blind, that they will make them that way, but we'll see. I'm going to go do a doctor
Kate
check.
says that too, but I told her to check them out. I don't know what she came up with, but it's AccuView Oasis with UV protection.
Okay. I mean,
like all of theirs have UV protection, but that's what it's called. But the features also include blue light blocking.
Cool.
On Mac, there are actually 2 dark mode versions for Scrivener, if you want.
Cool.
One is called Solarized Dark and one is called Solarized Light, so it's just slightly less dark. And then there's a Midsummer Night. I can't count. Okay, so they mark 2 with this moon to show that that's a dark mode, but like Solarized Light kind of also, in my mind. Maybe I'm misremembering. But anyway. Dark mode. Yeah, lots of love for dark mode. I do dark mode on YouTube when it's automatic. Like basically my entire computer, it does it automatically, but I don't do that during the day because then I'd get tired. The blue would hurt my eyes. Yeah, you can do a lot of things. You can have an image in your background, although then it's hard to see the image and your words, so I don't think that's really a good idea.
So learning so many things today.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to set up planting for the wishing tree, which is the new one that you had until the 17th to unlock on Forest for free, and now they're probably going to charge actual money for them because when they run events you have to then use gems, which you pay real money for to unlock. So But I did that with all of them because I was like, but now I unlock them with the events, so I don't have to do that anymore. But Holly picked it, and when it's 120 minutes, it looks like that. Super pretty.
So pretty.
But for us, it's gonna look like this, which is still super pretty.
Pretty.
But not as big. Which is like normally the case with their prettier ones, where it's like, no, the more you plant it, the more you get. Okay, let me put the code. Three Mike Yankee, Hotel Kilo Golf, Charlie Sierra Golf. Yay, I have a C again because Charlie's in the chat. For a while, like Charlie would be on screen with me or in the chat, and I wasn't getting C's. And I'm like, what happened to the magic? Richard says it's tremendous.
Tremendous. Oh. Cool.
Richard.
Love it.
I can read it out again. 3 Mike Yankee Hotel Kilo Golf Charlie Sierra Golf.
Okay.
Damn your neurons.
I know.
Wait,
More water. More water.
I know.
I have tea. We spilled it all last night, but I have some now.
Didn't we though?
Yeah.
It was a good one.
And then I froze for like 20 minutes.
The screenshot is gold. I'm gonna put it up on Instagram later today.
If you do that, you will never get anything from me again.
Oh. Okay, I'll send it in a private message.
Thank you. Richard said, sorry, Barrett, are we boring you?
No.
Okay. I think all my regulars are in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still can't find the historical romance novel that's like a copy of the other one. I know I read it. I know I didn't make this up, but I can't find it in my Goodreads history, and I can't find it on my iPhone, and I can't find it in my Kindle. I'm wondering if it got unpublished.
This comes from a place. This comes from a place of love, but only you would worry about that. You know what I mean? Like nobody else. All the rest of us walked away from that stream like, yeah, that was a good one. And you're like, no, I got to remember that book. It's like, okay. I mean, you're gonna figure it out. I trust you.
I don't think so. I've been like trying to find this book for like a month.
So I'm trying to do the last thing of the Scrivener giveaway. It's Candace's Instagram, and the link isn't working.
Oh.
So I'm like, I want the last entry for doing everything.
I pasted what she gave me. Did she change it? I hope she didn't change it and I don't know what it is. Sorry, this page isn't available.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it like somehow.
Okay, hold on, wait.
Let me see. Do you know her last name?
No.
Candace Floyd.
Oh yeah, Candace Floyd.
Okay, here we go.
She changed it?
Candace I. Floyd. Yeah. Here, let me post it here.
Okay,
Sorry.
I found it. So
okay.
Okay, I fixed it through the things, so try it now. You might have to reload the page.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have to do that. She sent me the direct link for that.
Oh.
For
Okay,
her
sorry.
review on that. It is triggering though, so please be aware. Like I read her review knowing that it was going to address the triggering stuff, and I was still like, great. But that's the whole point of trigger warnings, is that someone can walk into it knowing versus not being able to brace themselves at all. So that's that. That's a juicy review for a book that's super problematic, needs trigger warnings, and the author refused to put them and then told reviewers not to mention anything in it because she wanted people to just read it. And like, if you read the description, I would have been like,
look at Holly's face.
Yeah, like
who would do that?
I know. You can see recommended as traumatic books I read too young, but I also have a video about why we need trigger warnings. So if people want to watch those, I need watch hours, honestly, and subscriptions. So I am not above plugging myself on my own channel.
You can plug yourself on every channel.
Yes.
Okay, we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. This is our final sprint.
Is our host gone?
I think so.
How did you guys do? How did it go? Angela Ann, by the way, I just got into your content because I was new to you, and I just learned book talk from you.
Yes, I followed you as well on Instagram and YouTube. So I'm
Wait,
excited.
oh, you have the same things, like helpful tips and whatnots?
No, I was saying I followed you because I just got into your content as well.
Oh, yes. You were new to me. So yes, I got in there and I was like, book talk. Hello, I'm a loser on that. So help me.
She's the book talk queen.
She is.
Here for it.
She's also the reason I was able to enjoy Shadow and Bone as a show, because she was like, if you haven't read it yet, don't read it. Just watch the show and enjoy it so you're not making comparisons all the time. And I was like, why had that logic not hit me? I was like ready to like just go. And then she was like, you should wait. And I was like, that very true. So
I never read books near the adaptations because the books are always going to be better. So if you can remember all the details, then you're just going to hate the adaptation.
When I was younger, the thing is that I would have already read the book before the adaptation was announced, or like before the adaptation came out. Like I wasn't reading it because an adaptation was coming out, but I was like, oh well.
Maybe my memory's just bad, but like Shadow and Bone, for example, I don't remember any of the details because I read it when I was 13. So it was basically like I was just watching the show for the first time.
Well, they also changed a lot by, bringing the crows in, adding that. People were mad that they were like, you're going to kidnap someone? That's your plot? And I was like, well, they're not like the well-oiled machine of what they are in Six of Crows, from what I hear. I haven't read it yet. And then...
You haven't read Six of Crows yet?
No, I haven't. I'm reading the books after I see the seasons that align with it. So people are saying that season 2 is going to like be the Crows season because now that there are all 6 of them, they're like, this is the Crow season. Who cares about Shadow and Bone? And I was like, well,
so good. It's so good. You're gonna love it so much. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
I was like, well, they did cast Nikolai and Talia and shoot, what's the other twin's name? I'm blanking.
You're asking me?
Whatever. But anyway, it's like they clearly cast characters from the second book of Shadow and Bone. So while people apparently like the Six of Crows duology much better, like you're not getting rid of the Shadow and Bone part. Like, sorry. Also, if they did, I'd be so mad because Jessie May Lee is like my favorite. Okay. So I have to record a very important podcast in 7 minutes. So I did star some comments because they were cool, and then we're gonna do outros, and yeah. So Colin wants Adobe Audition. It is the best, but Audacity, which is free, is actually pretty good too. It does a lot. Don't forget to enter this giveaway if you don't have Scrivener and would like to not pay full price for it. Even if you don't know how to use it yet, I will be coming out with a video tutorial and a guide in my Ko-fi shop on how to use it. We had a discussion earlier, so if you came in late, we basically were like, Scrivener has a bunch of capabilities, but it works for you because you use what you want. And I also kept saying that people who say, oh, it's such a steep learning curve are scaring people off, and it's not actually true. Natalie finished Starfish during that sprint, so I wanted to share that. And Richard finished chapter 10 of 30, so he's like 33.333 a million more threes percent into his story, so that's awesome. And with that, let's do outros. Angela, take us away.
Yeah. So I'm Angela Ann, the friend of all the good YA book recs and literary lifestyle tips. You can follow me. I would almost recommend following me on Instagram because I just haven't been posting on YouTube as much recently, but hopefully I'll get back into it eventually. And I am bad at knowing how to end things and say goodbye. So I guess that's that.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
That's how you do it.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Barrett Laurie. I am an aspiring kidlit writer, so middle grade and YA stories. If you want to watch me fumble my way to traditional publishing, head over to my channel. I do that on the regular. I host Critique Your Blight every second Thursday of the month and live stream author interviews. The one I just did with Lisa Phipps, check it out if you have not, because Starfish is a life-changing story. And then the last thing I'm going to say is I'm going to hit both of you two up because I did not realize you were both Kidlit people. And as I do collaborations for middle grade and YA stuff this year, I'm going to reach out to you because I think we should play together. It'll be fun.
Yes, I've been watching your like middle grade series, and really enjoying it. So I am also a Kidlit writer. Change my intro. And host of the Diversity is Lit book club. Happy to be here as always. And I think I signed up for like the next couple like Sundays because I was like, I need this in my life. So
yeah. I don't think you're on the coming Sunday.
I'm not. I think you took me off of it, and you were all sad about your.
I only do like 4 or 5 guests.
Yeah.
And
you never hurt my feelings. Like, I think you're always afraid you're going to hurt my feelings. You could be like,
I am, because I love having you on, but it's like I try to give people a chance to be on. So if someone's been on like all the time, I'm like, you know what, maybe this person who hasn't.
You cannot hurt me. So you just, you can't. Be direct.
Luckily, I'm not Richard, and I'm like, challenge accepted.
Exactly.
Okay, everyone's links are down below. I always forget to link the Diversity is Lit book club, which I'm so sorry. But I will go back and edit that. But if it's on your website, then people can find it there.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the self-published author of 6 books, a young adult paranormal romance trilogy and a new adult sci-fi romance trilogy. I have this AuthorTube channel where I post sit-down videos on Tuesdays, vlogs on Saturdays, and host sprints on Sundays. I also stream on Twitch Friday mornings, although that may change in mid-February depending on whether or not I get this internship. I still have no idea. Yes, it's still driving me crazy. I am one half of the Writish podcast, where we talk about all things writing, revision, editing, anything that any of us would care about. And it doesn't matter whether you're going for indie or traditional publishing. We have something for all of you. And also, I love Ko-fi. I'm a Ko-fi ambassador. But right now, through the end of the month, I am running a sale on all my commissions. There are ones for indie published authors and ones who are going for traditional publishing. There are some that, like, regardless of what you're doing, could work for you. And so for 8% off, if you use the code Feeling22, thank you, Taylor Swift, you get that discount. And you can find it at ko-fi.com/Zara, and you click on the commission me button. But then there's a shop where I have a Ko-fi guide for writers, where I kind of share what I learned, because I raised over $2,000 on my page in the first 6 months of 2021. And I have my outlining method, which it kind of borrows from a lot of different things and is really open-ended. So if you've never outlined before, want to try something new, or just curious, Barrett swears by it, apparently. So kind of like Scrivener, it's what you make of it. But yeah, so those things are there. And then I have I almost forgot this. I have a Scrivener shortcut sticker that I'm doing for pre-orders. So whether you use Mac or Windows, that is in my Ko-fi shop. And if I get enough, then obviously I can have them printed. They're going to be removable vinyl. So if you decide to stick it on your computer and then decide to change your mind, it's not a problem. So thank you to everyone who is here. I hope to see you all at a future writing sprint on screen or in chat, and have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night. So happy